My name is Rob Ellis, Horizontal Land Partners and Pink Development and Construction. In today's video, we're going to be covering what is considered this is a United States District Court, Middle Court of Florida. This is a class action lawsuit. What we're bringing attention to is the infrastructure, the plagued infrastructure shortage, the wrongful municipal actions and decisions by the City of Deltona. We're continuing to put public pressure on them in terms of infrastructure to declare an emergency in this area and work with ours in private development as well as Volusia County. As a reminder, the City of Deltona and the County of Volusia both opted out of the middle market, which is the 80% to 120% range. So they're not bound by Live Local, but we are in the lowest tier under 80%, which means it's 80% AMI, 12,000 housing units. We propose all of our own private infrastructure, more than $250 million of private infrastructure investment. Right now, we have a 44-acre site inside of the City of Deltona that we're trying to contract into Volusia County, and we are pounding them with public facts. So we're bringing up the legal concerns of Volusia County, septics, wells, and everything else. Today's is going to be proof that the stormwater controls in the City of Deltona are very bad and why they have failed for some of that. This is a lawsuit that you can look up. This is the case 623 CB 766 PGB LHP. This is a class action lawsuit against the City of Deltona. This is a motion to dismiss that was declined by the judge. And we're going to go into it a little bit more, but this is the defendant. This is the plaintiff. The plaintiff was represented by this law firm, which is, let's pull them up. We just had them somewhere. SD-firm, Sabine Doyle, right? Now, what we're reaching out to is we want to talk to Sabine Doyle and 614-400-8762 for our development. And we want to see if they would like to come to continue to go after the City of Deltona for some of the other issues that they've had, which is, we'll send a message. This is for service requests. And we basically say, can you help me draft a 750 character message to the law firm that did the class action lawsuit? We're building a litigation team ready to take down the City of Deltona. And here it is. After reviewing your work, we're conducting similar land development in Volusia. In your case has major implications for our deep stormwater and constitutional takings. I'd welcome the chance to connect and learn more about your approach. And this is under Live Local and $50K per and a fee-driven arrangement. Maximum permissible plus fees. SB 1730. What we're talking about is Senate Bill 1730, Live Local Act. We filed a 12,000 unit 50K and up to 250K that is effective July 1st. We are wondering if they'd love to file, helps their class action and strengthens argument against City of Deltona. So this is private markets. I can do whatever I want. Because the City of Deltona won't let us go and they won't work with us and they're filing things. This is exactly what we're going after. So what we're doing is, this is to the firm, Rob Ellis, Horizontal Land Partners. And 614-400-8762. rob@pink-construction.com. Now I can also comment this on a couple recent posts. If they've published, they don't have any, they're a smaller firm that's not doing as much, but I can also connect with two of their associates. Andrew, the agent's attorney. Let's connect with him. And I'm going to say, can you make this 300 characters? Can you shorten this to 300 characters? There we go. Fee-based filing partnership. That's exactly right. So we're petitioning lawyers now to go after the city of Deltona, which is fully legal based on our interpretations of it. They're welcome to do their own. And we're going to send it to both him and to his legal assistant right here. Those are two people that we know that work here. And we can also write a, let's go to their website. This is just one lawyer. There's a lot of great lawyers. Let's see if he answers. If not, we'll just leave a voicemail.
Thank you for calling Savane Doyle. We are a business, real estate, and litigation law firm serving all of Central Florida. At Savane Doyle, your questions are always answered, your messages always returned, your attorney is always accessible, and the work is always done right. Our offices are open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. And if this is a legal emergency or an urgent matter, please send an email to andrew@sc-firm.com for a fast response time. Otherwise, please leave your name, number, and a detailed message, and we will return your call as quickly as possible. Thank you, and take care. Record your message at the tone. Press any key or stop talking to end the recording.
Hello, my name is Rob Ellis, Horizontal Land Partners. I was reaching out about your work on Anson versus City of Deltona. We're exploring a similar strategy under Live Local SB 1730 for their noncompliance with affordable housing development and critical infrastructure as well. I think it helps strengthen your case against them. I'd be happy to chat. I'm going to send you an email that goes over some of our claims and would love to review it. We're very public about what we do, and we are proposing a Live Local project that is fully exempt and fast-tracked. 614-400-8762. Thank you. So that's how you do lawyers. And we'll attach what we have here, which is we have the email from let's see here, the city planning department right here that asks all about all sorts of stuff that are incorrect. And this is how the private markets work. We use lawyers. So we're going to send them and see if we can work something out. But that's an example of, some of the issues that we've seen. And then what we also do is, this is a summary of what we have, which is class action lawsuit moves forward against City of Deltona over alleged stormwater mismanagement. And a major legal development for Volusia County, the United States District Court for Middle Court of Florida has denied the City of Deltona's motion to dismiss a federal class action lawsuit filed by more than 60 homeowners in the Stone Island community. In the case, Anson et al. Versus City of Deltona, the centers on allegations that the city intentionally rerouted post-hurricane floodwaters, devastating private property, and effectively creating a permanently uncompensated drainage easement. Here's all the information that you can go and check it out. Stormwater disaster. Following Hurricane Ian, the City of Deltona reported opened flood control structures to relieve pressure. According to the plaintiffs, this flood control intervention occurred without proper permitting, resulting in millions of gallons redirected stormwater flowing directly to Stone Island. The key allegations include catastrophic flooding within 1 day, structural damage to homes, long-term loss of property access, and reduced valuations, ongoing threat to unclosed flood control structures. The plaintiffs, represented by lead representative Damian Anson and more than 60 co-plaintiffs, asserts the following causes. Inverse condemnation under the complaint argues that Deltona's were to de facto taking in the form of drainage easement without compensation, consent, or due process. In denying, Judge Byron ruled that even a temporary or intermittent invasion of private property can trigger physical takings liability. The court further held that the allegations were sufficiently specific under Rule 8 and Rule 9G. Plaintiffs were not required to list parcel numbers or elevation data at this stage. The claim that flood control structures remain open and pose a current seasonal threat supports a plausible claim of permanent physical invasion. The ruling aligns with the Supreme Court precedent in Arkansas Game and Fish versus United States, which recognized that repeated government-induced flooding can constitute a compensatable taking, even with temporary. There you go. If your attorney representing parties with similar damages, this precedent may signal future viability of similar inverse condemnation claims against Deltona or other jurisdictions managing stormwater without mitigation. That includes where we're at. There's a big, deep creek. Maybe there are some deep creek people that were affected. Water implications, watershed moment for stormwater, challenge municipal immunity under the pretext of natural disaster, underscores a takings clause as a tool for stormwater justice, warns cities that failure to maintain or close infrastructure post-disaster may result in permanent liability. Maybe we're entitled to that as well. With future hurricane season inevitable, Deltona's risk exposure is far from over. The precedent from this case may open the door for further litigation, insurance denials, or infrastructure injunctions. And that's what we're after, infrastructure injunctions. If the city fails to rectify and manage hydrological changes and it's imposed on private land. For residents, lawyers, if you live in Deltona and experience properties or suspect it, this case should be watched closely. This really may serve as a blueprint. For interviews, legal commentary, or assistance, please reach out to an appropriate law firm. For private land development questions, please reach out to land development at Horizontal Land Partners via email, phone, or our website. And that is exactly what we're after. We publish the truth. Can you make this hashtag clusters for the article for discoverability? The whole point of what we're doing is to draw public attention to how silly the City of Deltona is for their actions and why they should just let us go. We are relentless, and this will not stop until they let our parcel out of theirs and they let us privately develop our own infrastructure. We already talked to them about shared use and working together, and they were not interested. So we're going to bring up a lot of the concerns that we have about how they're running their city, and we're going to show the problems of Deltona's plagued septic systems and other types of issues. This is what we do. We generate the truth. This is, I guess, investigative journalism. This is satire. Generate something where there's a storm gate opening up and houses are getting demolished. That's the whole point. This is a private municipal takedown. Since they won't work with us, this is what we do. We just build legal, we're going to build a legal precedent against them relentlessly without ever going to public hearings. All we wanted was a live local, affordable housing development. And we're looking for legal representation as always. This is what people need to learn about. This court case that hasn't been updated in quite some time. We need to draw some attention to it. Let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. There you go. Not bad. Looks good to me. House being flooded because of Deltona's actions. Let's see where we're at here. Here we go. There you go. So if you are a lawyer and you like taking down municipalities, especially for municipal oversight, including live local, we'd like to talk to you. This city has had lots of lawsuits. They have lots of its income. They have lots of debt. They don't have a lot, and we're going after them until we get our project approved. We're asking for administrative fast track. We're turning up the public pressure. Teasers and clickbait. We're making this about the class action lawsuit, which it's our job to make sure. Deltona flooding case must. There you go. So this is exactly what we're looking for. Deltona flooding case must proceed. Here we go. These guys they need better legal representation. They need a bigger tax base. And we are absolutely hounding them. This is what happens when you don't work with the private markets. Whether we're right or wrong, it's my own opinions. But we are going to relentlessly chase until they give us what we want. Thanks for watching.